The football slammed into the wall just ahead of Darren. The Year 11 boys laughed. Darren lowered his head and kept walking. The ball flew past him again, this time brushing his leg. The boys laughed louder. Darren felt anger rise inside him. He stopped and turned. Alexander Harrison stood grinning, spinning the ball between his hands. He nodded towards the main school block.
"Well, go on then, loser. You don't want to be late for weirdo class."
Darren hesitated and then walked on. He heard the dull thud of Alexander kicking the ball again. Instinctively, he turned and caught it, just centimeters from his face. "Ooh!" the Year 11 boys jeered, their eyes drifting from Alexander to Darren, who stared up at them defiantly. Most of them were at least a head taller than him. He looked around. The last few pupils were leaving the schoolyard for afternoon lessons, and there were no teachers in sight. Alexander reached out a hand.
"Give me the ball."
Darren didn't move.
"Come on. We were kidding around. We're done now."
The bell for lessons rang.
"Hear that?"
Alexander asked.
"We've all got lessons, right? Come on, where's your sense of humour?"
Darren watched Alexander's face, all fake reasonable against a background of grinning boys. Anger bubbled inside him as his eyes drifted to the ball. He placed a hard-nailed thumb against either side of the ball and squeezed until he felt them sink through the outer lining. He stared defiantly at Alexander as the ball punctured with a dull pop. Alexander's mouth fell open as he watched the ball deflate with a loud hiss.
"Why, you little—"
Darren didn't wait to find out what Alexander called him. He ran around the corner of the swimming pool building, throwing the ball back at his pursuers, and dodged through a maintenance door. He raced into the boiler room and began to climb a wall as running footsteps drew near. He clambered through the large pipes that crisscrossed the ceiling and pulled his legs up until he was fully hidden. Below him, Alexander burst into view.